I'm in the garden today and I'm ready to I've been starting some peas at my house, and now that it's warm enough to put things in the ground, I'm going to put those peas in our garden. I'm going to show you everything else that we have going on. Follow me, we're going to go to the compost. So our compost, this is where we've been putting all our food scraps. It's pretty amazing. Now inside our compost, we have a bunch of healthy dirt and, big surprise, look at all those worms. So I'm gonna bring some of this compost over to our garden and mix it in with our dirt so that we have healthy soil. Growing. So I put some radish seeds in here a few weeks ago. They're getting really big. These are radishes. This is our anise hyssop. It kind of tastes like licorice. I know a bunch of you guys tried this last summer, and it grows really beautiful purple flowers and attracts butterflies. But there's a space right here where I'm going to put the peas. These are the peas that I started. They're getting really big and tall, and they're ready to go in the ground. So there's a little hole at the bottom of this. I'm going to kind of open it up, and you can see the roots that are growing. If you can get really close, can you see those roots? They're ready to reach into the ground. So many roots. So they're ready to reach into the ground and make it a lot taller, or make it get a lot bigger. And I'm going to till up the soil a little bit. I'm going to mix it up here. And I'm going to mix in some of my compost with my worms. Yeah, get those worms nice and happy in there. And then I'm going to make a hole big enough, and I'm going to set these peas right inside the ground, just like that. Cover it up, just like that. And then we'll make another hole for the other one. We'll open this hole up a little bit so you can see all the roots. Ready to grow, ready to get big. There they are. You go right in the ground. Cover it up with some compost and dirt. See all those happy little worms? They're going to turn our soil into healthy, happy soil and help our vegetables grow. So there they are, and last thing I have to do is water. And then this part is something. So peas have these really cool parts to the plant called tendrils, and they grab on to help it climb up. So right now there's a tendril holding on to this little stick, and there's a tendril holding on to this little stick down here. And now that it's getting taller, it's going to want to grab on to more things the taller it gets. And this helps it get taller. And sometimes we can help the tendrils hold on. Called training the plants. So I'm going to hold that tendril on there real quick and see. It like acts just like a hand, and it grabs on. Look, it's grabbing on. So now, oop, almost. It almost grabbed on. So could have got it a little closer. Twist it around. And then if you hold it just a little bit, it learns, oh, there's something for me to hold on to, and it tightens up. It actually tightens up and holds on. Anyway, it might not be quite long enough yet, but soon it'll climb up, and I'll show you guys progress every week of how big they're getting. All right, now that I've got those peas in the ground, I just want to show you what else is growing in our garden. I'm going to start at this end and we'll move down. We've got a bunch of mint. Oh, I can't wait for you guys to put some of this mint in your water bottles when we come back to school. We've got some rosemary. We've got some jonquil daisies or daffodils, and this is what Mr. West used to do parts of a flower, if you guys have seen that video. And then in this whole garden, the rest of it is strawberries. And let me show you some baby strawberries that are growing. Can you see how tiny they are? But they're growing, and there are so many strawberries in here. As they grow, I'll show you the progress. This is Miss Sarah's garden. She's got radishes and carrots and kale and beets and rhubarb, and I think that's broccoli maybe, or cabbage. Here's Miss Caitlin's. It hasn't been weeded, but it still has some things growing. This is lemon balm. And this is some kale that's bolted. Bolted means it puts out flowers and it tells the plant, okay, we're done growing. No one's eating us anymore. We're going to be done growing. And then here's our garden, friends. We've got some tomatoes that are coming up from seed. We've got some carrots that are coming up. They're really tiny, but that's what they are. Here's our kale. This is rainbow chard. So this one is pink and orange. This one is yellow. This one is white. That's why they call it rainbow chard, because there's so many different colors. Here this is where we put our pumpkin last winter. And look, we have new pumpkins growing from the seeds. Isn't that amazing? Look how big those leaves are. And then here's our peas and radishes that I showed you earlier. I'm going to water this garden, and I'll show you guys the progress as we go. Thanks for being with me in the garden. See you soon.